Ladies. Whoa.
1 second.
Hold on.
I switched to the wrong camera anyways. It's because this came undone.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another basketball game here at PG on PGSN. Today we have the Pleasant Grove Vikings against the Timpanogos T-Wolves. Boston, what do we see from the T-Wolves this season that could put up a fight against this 5A Vikings team?
So far, coming into this game, the T-Wolves start 0-5 on the season. Not a great look for them, losing the main ones being against Orem in a close but still double-digit loss to the Tigers, as well as a 30-point blowout against the Timpview Thunderbirds, which are honestly one of the best teams in 4A, as we will talk more about it right after the national anthem. Thank you.
Number 0, a senior, Jackson McCusker. Number 1, also a senior, Forrest Warner Beckwiser. Number 2, also a senior, Chad Rose. Number 3, a sophomore, Miles Montague. Number 4, a senior, Grant Dixon. And now
corner Betweiser up for the jump.
A great sequence.
Slows it down, makes his move, goes to the baseline up to Jackson Brown. Jackson Brown from the top of the key, off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second quarter of basketball here as Milo Johansson will bring up the ball for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Screened by Jens over to Blackett. Blackett into Mossman. Mossman up. Misses the first one. Very rare miss from Mossman that close.
Mossman typically very good on the down low by the basket off of the bully ball from him. We see that quite a bit.
He also hasn't had a defender as tall as Forest Corner Betweiser. As McHouston will go up, and they'll call a travel on McHouston. McHouston struggling a little bit in this game. Does average 25 points a game, has only played one game. So it's not saying too much, but 25 points in a high school game is pretty impressive.
As he has not scored at all within the first quarter.
He's 0 for 6 or something like that from the field.
I believe 0 for 5.
As Johansson
wow.
with an acrobatic layup. Wow, cannot connect. Montague will take the ball for the T-Wolves. Makes his move on Johansson. Loves that behind the back dribble. As they will call a hold on, on
I believe that
Milo
was
Johansson,
yeah.
as he'll come out for Preston White as well.
Montague takes it inbound.
Can't find anybody.
Looking,
struggling.
Tries to call a timeout and does barely in time. First timeout taken in the second quarter by the T-Wolves.
Called it a 30-second, I believe. As these T-Wolves are struggling a little bit from the three-point line and the field. I believe Chaz Rose being the only one hitting a three for the T-Wolves. And like I said, if the Vikings can lock up McHouston this game, they're going to have no problem winning. McHouston, their leading scorer, by a wide margin.
Yeah, he has led the team and 4A in points per game by far, averaging 20 points a game last year and 13 on his sophomore year.
Excuse me. Number 33, Miles Riley. The little turnaround. Block it to Jens. Jens over to White. White at the Viking. Loses the ball, gets it back over to Jens. Jens recovers it, drives in, finds Blackett. Blackett makes his move, takes one dribble, can't get it. Mossman with the rebound as Riley will just tear it out of Mossman's hands. Mossman's struggling a little bit in this game. Montague in the corner.
Montague has been the leading scorer.
Dixon in and out. Mossman will get a rebound, but they will call the foul on number 5, Haynes Hartman.
But yeah, as Owen was saying earlier, they need to lock up McHouston, which they have done so far. 0 points in the first 10 minutes to play is crazy.
The T-Wolves will make a sub. Excuse me, we're going to call him Colt. Colt will come in for Montague, number 13. And number 13, Colt, did have an incredible game for JV. Starts on JV. Nice to see him getting some varsity minutes over here.
White to Blackett.
Blackett makes his move. Blackett gets it to the cutting Palmer and just slips out of Palmer's hands. Brown will check in for Jens. Give Jens a little break.
Colt Vanshire will take it down. A full court press from the Vikings. Gets it down to Riley. Riley for three. No good.
As Chaz Rose crashes, but Palmer will eventually get the ball. With Brown driving. Gets it into Mossman. Mossman turns. And one for Oliver Mossman. That's what he does best. Just the little floaters in the paint. He's usually bigger than most players that he has to go up against, most defenders, sitting at 6'8". Let me get his stats real quick. Oliver Mossman, yeah, 6'8". And averages, what, 2 to 4 blocks a game, something like that?
He averages 4 right now, which is leading Utah. He also averages 3 steals a game, which is leading 5A.
Defensive player of the year or what?
He also averages 12 rebounds a game currently.
Kicks it out. Can he get an assist? Ashton Palmer can't hit. Brown will drive in, get double teamed. And they'll say it's out on the T-Wolves.
Vikings retain possession 18-13.
With about 5 minutes and 21 seconds left to go.
White to take the inbound.
White gets it into Blackett. Blackett back to White. White pump fakes, gets open. Another 15-footer from White, and it's good. Preston White. That is his shot.
Yeah, Preston White mid shot. He's got the lost art of the mid shot.
Looked like Devin Booker. Kobe Bryant, DeMar DeRozan with that.
Oh, don't even bring up
Mid-range
DeMar
shot.
DeRozan. Vikings lead by 7 with under 5 minutes remaining.
Into Hartman. McHouston. See if he can get his first 2 points at the line after going 0 for 5 to start this game. Vikings defense on McHouston is fantastic right now.
Yeah, they really played their defense well. They watched their film well. I was talking to Brennan Blackett earlier today. They know he's a shooter. He loves that 3-ball, especially in the right corner, and they have been playing that defense so well. I believe he's only gotten 1 3-point up, and that was at the
very beginning.
Yeah, within like the first 30 seconds of the clock running.
And he hit the opposite side of the backboard.
Yeah,
not even close to the rim.
Yeah, it was
so
not a great look for him.
As he'll miss the second.
He gets his first point on the game.
White bring up the ball for the Vikings. White scanning, gets it in to Blackett. Blackett back to White. White calls for a screen from Mossman, spins, ignores it, gets caught up. Bad spacing from the Vikings. Brown gets in. More bad spacing. Blackett from 15. Doesn't get it. Rebound Mossman. Palmer drives in, back out to Blackett. Blackett gets blocked by McHouston as Rose will go up, pump fakes, and just gets an easy 2, but he misses. Chaz Rose. Embarrassing shot from Chaz Rose. He is frustrated with himself.
I believe a shove there from corner Beltweiser. I believe that was the call. I know it was on Beltweiser. Couldn't quite see the hand signal from the referee.
And without playing with Chaz Rose, you can get in his head super easily, which is going to be a really bad thing for the T-Wolves. He's a very needed player, can't get in his head. As T-Wolves will get the steal.
Didn't miss that one.
Easy 2. White doesn't get the ball stolen from him very often, bringing it up the court. He's usually pretty careful with his handle. Trying to draw the foul. Gets it into Mossman. Mossman with another easy 2. Oliver Mossman doing what he does best.
Had a little bit of a rocky start, but looking a lot better. He is dominant on those boards.
As he gets tipped. It'll be off his knee.
Kyler Jentz with an amazing pluck there. Gets the ball after Montague kicks it out as well.
Big chance from the Vikings student section. Great to hear.
A lot of Timpanogos students showed out for this game. We can see how big this rival is.
And one, Preston White. He'll go to the line to get 3 the old-fashioned way.
You know, Owen, I was looking back and listening back to a bunch of the streams, specifically the ones where me and you commentated, and we say so many things in sync.
Very much. Reminds me of Jack Barnard last season. Me and him would say so many things in sync. Do you remember that game? It was against Westlake, I believe, at home. It was senior night.
Oh.
And, oh, shoot. I'm forgetting what it was. I'm blanking. Anyways, T-Wolves. Dixon.
Looks for Montague in the corner, getting walked up by Kyler.
Over to Hartman. Hartman over to Rose. Rose from deep. 3-point range.
No good.
In and out.
McHouston comes up with the ball. Gets
Oh
denied.
my gosh! Preston White in transition. Will go off two and get an easy lay. Preston White.
Vikings lead by 10, 26 to 16.
Montague on the wing, making his move. Very shifty guard. Gets caught.
Gives it to
Dixon. Dixon.
Drives in. No
It's a
good
little
off the
fade,
front of the
can't get
rim.
it. But Johansson will get it. Johansson crosses. Johansson stops. Slows it down. Gets it over to Jens. Jens for three in the corner. And it rims out. Kyler Jens can't connect on that one. As Montague will bring up the ball but call a timeout for the T-Wolves.
Kyler Jens is typically pretty automatic from that corner, especially when he's given a couple feet of space. We typically see him hitting those shots pretty well.
Kyler Jens is the typical 3-and-D player. You see him, he is playing defense hard, diving on balls, getting blocks, getting steals. We've seen it on this end, and on this end he can shoot from three almost anywhere. He is an elite offensive player, elite defensive player, and that is why he's on this team. He's been on JV since his freshman year. Finally getting his minutes on varsity. Got a couple bars even his last year, but is finally getting to shine here, and we've seen it through the last 5 games of the season. He has been absolutely thriving here. Playing alongside his buddies Jackson Brown, Milo Johansson. I've seen them in the halls together, hanging out. As the Vikings are up 10 points, 26-16, with 2:20 left to go in the second quarter until halftime. The Vikings, what are they doing right, Boston? What do they need to continue to do?
Honestly, everything defensively has been immaculate from the Vikings. They've gotten, I believe, 7 to 8 turnovers off of steals and stolen passes, which is amazing within the 14 minutes of played basketball. That has been an amazing stat line. We've seen not Jackson Brown, Oliver Mossman down low, a menace on the boards. As he is definitely bringing up his average with this game.
As it'll slip out of Rose's hands, Rose will try to throw it off Jens. Johansson will get it. Tries to get a screen. Blocked by McHouston, but the call a foul. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Chaz Rose took off his headband. Maybe it was bad luck or something.
Hayes Hartman, number 5, called for the shooting foul there.
As Johansson will go to line 4-2. Milo Johansson also been on this team since a freshman, but been on varsity since a freshman. Is a very solid player on both ends of the floor. Really, really good ball handler. As he misses the first one, which is very rare for Milo Johansson. Hits the second. Make the lead 11, 27 to 16, as Ash Palmer and Jackson Brown will come in for Oliver Mossman and Milo Johansson.
As we've seen in many other games, the Vikings bench is deep.
Very.
They've got some key role players all around on the court and on the bench. They've got if they need a sub, they've got 2 to 3 guys.
That's his spot.
Brings his total up to 4 on the night. Now, I believe 1 for 7 out of shots, plus 1 free throw. White at the logo, looking to his right, gets a fake screen, dribbles in.
Just an easy 2. Preston White is so good at creating his own shot off the dribble. Just an elite playmaker for himself. As Rose from the corner, off the front rim, rebound Blackett. Blackett up to White. White.
Blocking foul on, can't see his number. Preston White is on the ground.
It was on Chaz Rose. Looks like Chaz is also on the ground waiting for his team that's going to help him up. Very dangerous play from Chaz Rose. I don't know what he was thinking there. I know you're trying to get a charge right there, but that is just not the place where you want to do it.
Yeah, off the fast break, It's not a good look. Vikings now in the bonus, though, so Preston will take 2.
Yeah, and that'll put him in the bonus. That was just a really, really bad play right there for the T-Wolves. Chaz Rose. Preston misses the first. Vikings struggling from the free throw line in this game. Does not affect them too much, though. We'll see if he can knock down the next one.
As Preston White has been one of the main point guards for this team so far in the first half.
He's definitely the main ball handler.
Yeah, he's definitely the biggest playmaker that they have currently. They have a couple of other options, especially in Ashton Palmer. He has had some good experience, maybe a couple of tips from his older brother, Ty Palmer, from last year.
This McHouston for 3, knocks out the front, rebound Blackett. Blackett's got to have at least 4 or 5 rebounds already. Brown makes his move, goes up, can't hit, tips it. Betweiser pump fakes, goes up, she gets an easy 2. Brendan Blackett looking for the travel, but refs didn't call it that time down.
35 seconds remains in the first half. Vikings lead by 9.
White will slow it down for the Vikings team. Gonna run down the clock as much as possible before they shoot. As Montague will give Preston White a lot of pressure trying to tip at the ball. No foul call. They're gonna double team him. Chaz Rose gets an easy steal. Rose.
Preston White gets caught up between Kyler Jentz, called a shooting foul on Preston White.
That was a smart play from Chaz Rose, coming up from behind, just stealing it from White when he wasn't ready. Chaz can't hit the first one. Looks like he's hurting a little bit after trying to get that charge. Rose can't hit the second either. Rose struggling as White will bring down the ball pretty quick. We'll ignore it. White
The 3
bounces off the front of the rim as McHouston will try to get a shot up, try to get a foul call.
At the end of the first half, Vikings up by 9, 30-21. A great showout for the Vikings within this first half against their district rival.
So ladies and gentlemen, that'll bring us to halftime of this Pleasant Grove T-Wolves game here in Valhalla. We will see you right after halftime.
back for the second half of basketball. Rose with it, switching baskets. McHouston gives it back to Montague at the logo. On the left, gets shifty. Nothing to work out. Brennan tips it, falls out of bounds, stays in possession of the T-Wolves. Houston calling for the ball, can't get it. Gives it to Dixon. Swing back to Montague. McHouston top the key, drives in, floater, good from about 15 feet out. Milo takes it down for the Vikings, attacks the basket, back out to Jackson, gives it to Brennan, pump fake. Gives it over to White at the top of the logo. White to Brennan in the corner, good screen and three as Milo Johansson just got kicked in the head. Montague around the arc, back to him. Gives it to McHouston on the right side, looking at Montague again. Gives it to Dixon, down low, up and good for two.
White bringing out the ball for Pleasant Grove. After that, Brennan Blackett three, cut from Jackson Brown, blocked, and it'll be a foul on Forest Corner Betweiser. What a name. As Jackson Brown will go to the line 4-2. Make the lead 10 if he makes both of these. Hits his first. Jackson Brown, really good free throw shooter.
As honestly, so is the rest of this Vikings team. I believe the team average for three-point percentage is over, I believe it's close to 80%.
Jackson Brown misses it. Gets his own rebound. Can't get it.
Gives it to Dixon. Back to Montague.
Montague back to Dixon. Dixon.
Looks in the corner.
Over to Rose. Rose for three. Good, Chaz Rose. White. Into Ollie. Ollie.
Jackson.
Brown for three. Good. Jackson Brown been in a little slump.
Brings it back to start off hot in the second half.
Don't know if you guys saw that, but it looks like Coach tripped a little bit trying to call a timeout. Almost fell over on the ref. What a sight. It's pretty funny.
Pleasant Grove leads by 9, 37-28. Hales Hartman with the inbound, gives it to Montague to Dixon. Back to Montague, brings it over half to Dixon, in the corner to Rose. No shot, off the hands of Brown, gets up there with the pick.
Brown drives.
Kick
Gives
out
it to Blackett.
Brown.
Blackett fakes.
Oh my,
Brennan Blackett.
What a save there
Save
from
Jackson Brown.
I was
Brown for
ready.
three.
I was so ready for that, Brennan.
Brown misses, but does get fouled. But see, stuff like that is normal. Like, we were expecting Brennan Blackett to dunk that because if you didn't see last game, Brennan Blackett on a fast break transition after a steal from Kyler Jens dunked it over two. So that's a pretty normal thing for Brennan Blackett to be doing. I was expecting that to go in, but wow, Brennan Blackett just takes flight. unfortunately misses it, but Brendan Blackett is showtime here in PG.
He's looking excited. We're sounding excited. Vikings lead by 10.
Brendan Blackett. He's just fun to watch. If you guys can't come and watch him in person, I'd advise you to clear your schedule and come watch him in person one of these days because, wow, guys, he is
something else.
Oh boy, I can't even put it in words. I'm glazing a little bit, but still, he's fun to watch.
It's not even glaze at that point. It's just pure facts.
Rose.
To the corner, Rose.
Got scared to shoot that one.
Dixon not scared to shoot. Can't
Misses.
fall.
Mossman gets it. Blackett over to White. White up to Brown. Brown will take it in. Gets stopped. Over to Blackett. Blackett for three.
No
Ooh,
good.
Brendan Blackett. Would have been his fourth on the night. As Montague scans the floor, standing at the Viking. About center court. Over to Rose. Rose really loves that shot from right there. Tips it. It'll be Pleasant Grove Vikings ball off Johansson. Rose gets Blackett a jump. Oh my, Chaz Rose.
Looks like Brennan said something to the bench there. Gets him fired up. White on a good run. Gets tipped.
Blocked. Rose with the rebound. Rose will bring it up. He wants it. Kicks off to McHouston. McHouston from three. Good. Jackson McHouston bringing them back within 5. And the ref gets in the way of the pass. Excuse me.
Gives it to Timpanogos there. Got the 3. As the ref gets in the way of Jackson Brown there.
Milo
Johansson. Gives it Timpanogos ball as Valhalla is screaming right now.
That is part of the ref's job, to stay out of the way of the game.
McHouston with a good spin.
Loses it.
Keeps it in.
Somehow.
Dixon on the arc. Drives in, looking for a shot. Can't make space. Ball gets tipped away from Brown, launching into the scores table. McHouston for 3. Good!
Jackson McHouston at the end of the shot clock. Johansson. No foul call.
No call at all there.
McHouston.
A 2-point game. Make that a tie game. 39-39.
Jackson McHouston.
This is why he dropped 25 as a kick ball called.
Not sure how that wasn't a foul call. These refs are not calling anything. Chaz Rose and Jackson McHouston absolutely lighting it up here.
A kickball called on Brennan Blackett after losing the ball with some collision with, I believe, Chaz Rose there.
Chaz Rose making a lot of collisions. No foul calling on him, which I think is very odd.
As a tie game after what a run. I believe a 9-0, or I believe it was an 11-2 run actually from the T-Wolves. Immaculate basketball has just been shown as Vikings, their lead just completely disintegrates here. Wow. This is why we've seen that why McHouston has had this insane amount of points per game on the average, as well as dropping 25.
Chaz Rose talking to the student section, gets a mouthful from the ref there.
Preston White brings it over the line. Fiery rival game here.
Blackett
to the
swings
corner.
It way out. Jens drives, spins. Jens step through. Foul call on the T-Wolves.
Takes 2 people of rough contact to get a call. Preston White on the inbound. Gets it to Brennan on the arc. Back to White. Pump fake. Into the middle to Jackson. Kick out to Milo.
Johansson for three.
Good!
Good! Milo Johansson.
Montague brings it up for the T-Wolves.
Scanning Montague. Goes down to the wing.
20 seconds on the shot clock.
Over to McHuston. Guarded by Johansson. Johansson, a very good defender. Johansson guarding. Makes McHuston lose it. McHuston gets it back. McHuston gets all the way in. Throws it up. No foul call at the end of the shot clock. Brown gets it. Jackson Brown.
Ooh,
After
hard hit.
Rose pushes him. Jackson Brown is pissed at Jackson Rose, screaming in his face. That was Chaz Rose is debating if that should be a flagrant foul. Chaz Rose shoved Jackson Brown in the back.
McHuston, after the failed shot, may have rolled his ankle, stayed on the ground until someone from the student section helped him up. Holding his ankle, rolling it down, talked to the coach. He might be getting subbed out in just a second.
Jackson Brown screamed in Chaz's face after Chaz tried helping him up and giving him a high five.
Brown to shoot his second.
Knocks down that one.
43-39. Vikings lead by
McHuston
4.
will bring up the ball for the T-Wolves. Loves that in between his legs dribble. Rose really wants to shoot it.
As Jens just got
Shoved in the back.
Got shoved in the back in a Montague there. Preston White controlling the situation, telling Brennan and Kyler to cool it.
Forest corner Betweiser just shoving Kyler in the back.
As I believe Betweiser there just got a verbal warning from the ref.
Chaz Rose will go to the line 4-2. I'm not sure what happened there. All I saw was Kyler Jens get shoved.
Yeah, they were
Timpanogos is playing very dirty right now, which is, it's hard to watch, guys. Chaz Rose will miss the first. Visibly mad at himself.
Second one, money. 3-point game.
I think a fight is bound to break out with how the T-Wolves are playing right now.
That seems very likely.
White scanning. Calls for a screen from Brown. Brown over.
Milo.
Johansson.
No good.
Saved by Jackson Brown. Will throw it off Montague, and it'll be Pleasant Grove basketball.
White to inbound. Got Kyler Jensen's got space in that corner. I don't know if anyone sees that. Back to White, spin move, brings it in, hard contact, blocking on Betweiser.
Preston White will go to line 4-2 after the blocking foul by Betweiser.
Vikings in the bonus here. They only have one foul on the quarter. First one is good. Minute 30 left in the third quarter. Vikings lead by 4. Second
As
one,
White
good.
knocks down both shots.
Vikings take a lead of 5 as Ash Palmer comes in for Milo Johansson.
Montague taking the ball, guarded by Palmer. Over to McHuston. McHuston can't let him shoot from the corner. That's money. Jackson McHuston as White slows it down for Pleasant Grove, calling for a screen, makes his move on McHuston. Shakes McHuston off. Gets it tipped.
Ball gets poked. Gets broken up by Ash Palmer with the steal.
Palmer gets tipped.
Gets it down to McHuston. Spin move goes up off the glass, no good.
Body's on the floor. McHuston gets it back. Rose wants to shoot it from deep.
Under a minute, we got 40 seconds on the quarter.
Montague. Over to Rose. Rose really wants that shot.
Spin around to the corner. Riley. No good.
No good. Jens with the rebound. White bringing up the ball.
No
for
more
the Pleasant
shot
Grove
clock.
Vikings. 2-point game.
20 seconds. White slows it down at the logo. Ash cuts to the right, gives it to Brennan. Drives into the basket. He's
Brennan Blackett
brings it down.
Monster jam for Brennan Blackett as Chaz Rose will shoot at the end of the buzzer. Great dunk by Brennan Blackett, finding himself open. He does that so well, being able to get himself open, get in the paint, get on the three-point line. He can shoot from anywhere on the floor, let's be realistic. He's really good at creating things for himself, and because he can create things for himself, it leads to him creating things for other people because he draws multiple defenders to him. So, in that case, he's good at what he does. He's good at getting himself open, but he can also get everybody else on the court open, which is something not a lot of basketball players can do. Great playmaking by Brennan Blackett to find himself open and did that monster jam as Pleasant Grove will go into the fourth quarter with a huge energy leap, up 47-43.
A big swing at the start of the quarter. The T-Wolves tied it up 39-39 after a 9-point deficit towards them, as Vikings still retain that lead 47-43. Starting off the half, inbound goes to Milo Johansson to start.
Over to Jens. Jens, guarded by Rose. Jens makes his move. There will be a foul call, a blocking foul on Chaz Rose. It'll be side, it'll be baseline out, excuse me.
Chaz has got quite a few fouls, a couple not called that
Into
look.
Blackett. Blackett kisses it off the backboard but can't hit. McHuston with the rebound, bringing up the ball for the T-Wolves. McHuston with a hot hand. Brown guarding him. Debatably our best defender. About the same size as Jackson Brown.
Crossovers, brings it to the middle to Riley. Riley half spin, brings it in, gives it to McHuston.
Good cut from McHuston. As Johansson will bring up the ball for the Vikings. Johansson makes his move. Kicks it out to Brennan Blackett. Brennan finds himself open for three.
Good.
Brennan Blackett for three.
Great look there from Brennan. Makes it a 5-point game. Montague cuts in. Little hesitation, no travel call.
As McHuston will throw one up. No good. Brown slowing it down for the Vikings. Over to Johansson. Johansson.
Getting a bit of pressure from Riley. Screen from Brennan. Rolls
Johansson
off it.
for three. Off the front iron. Dixon gets it to Rose, who gets it to Montague. Montague bringing up the ball for the T-Wolves. Over to Dixon. Dixon guarded by Johansson. Montague up top, standing at the edge of the Viking. Scanning, hasn't dribbled yet. depending on what he wants to do, gets it to Rose. Rose, guarded by Jens. Jens. Great defense from Kyler Jens. Chaz Rose gets inside, throws it up, looking for a foul. Looks like he was trying to foul bait or something there. And a foul on McHouston from Jens. McHouston getting talked to by Jens. As Kyler Jens will come out in Ashton Palmer for Preston White and Oliver Mossman. Vikings only up 5 in the fourth quarter. About 6:06 left. White guarded by Montague. This T-Wolves team is super chippy. Over to Johansson. Johansson into Blackett. Blackett with a turnaround.
Ooh.
Really bad miss. Brown gets it and saves
it.
it.
Barely.
They'll call it out of bounds.
Barely. That would have been a great save there from Jackson.
As Montague will bring up the ball once again for the T-Wolves. Goes to the wing. Screen from McHouston. McHouston pops. Dixon wants the drive. Gets it out to McHouston. McHouston pump fakes. Gets a little 15-footer. No good. Rebound. Mossman over to White. White
down to Brown.
Finds Brown. Brown drives in. Gets it to Blackett. Blackett makes his move. Steps through. Gets a layup. No good, but there will be a foul call on Forest Corner Betweiser, who's visibly confused.
That's just an immaculate name. Forest Corner Betweiser.
Great name. Blackett, great free throw shooter. Great shooter all over the court, but free throws are such an important aspect of the game. Partly why the Vikings are up right now is because they have made so many of their free throws and they've had so many free throws. They'd be up by a lot more if they have made more. They're probably around 50 to 70% from free throw in this game. Chaz Rose will check in for
Forest Corner Betweiser. As Brennan has led this team so far this year in points per game, I believe averaging 10.3 or 10.6, I believe, this season, and leading the team last year as well with somewhere around 8 as he sinks the first. Vikings lead by 6, incoming with the second shot from Brennan. 5:13 on the clock. Second shot off the front of the rim. Milo almost gets it, stays. Pleasant Grove ball off the hands of Riley, number 33. What was his first name? Miles Riley. White to inbound, gets it to Brennan, up immediately, and good off the glass for 2. Montague takes it up for the Vikings. Carson Williams fired up on the sideline. Deep 3 from Rosen, good! My goodness, he's got range.
Mosman up top. As Chaz Rose will go on the ground, clutching his knee, out to Brown. Brown for 3, off the back iron. So there will be an injury timeout for Chaz Rose.
Holding his right ankle, I believe. Most likely an Achilles tear would be my guess.
Writhing in pain. Very confused. Don't know if we'll see a return from Chaz Rose in this game, but hobbling off the court, needed assistance to get off the court.
Takes him over to the trainer's table, seeing what's going on. Still something with that right ankle.
Looks like he was writhing in pain, couldn't handle it almost.
Timpanogos' Montague takes it down
For the T-Wolves. The T-Wolves,
out to the corner.
that's not who you want to shoot from the corner. He's 100% from that spot right there. Cuts the lead to 2 as Mossman will get the ball over to Blackett. Blackett into Mossman. Mossman will bully his way inside and get an easy 2. Oliver Mossman.
He is all over that paint. Call it his. Vikings lead by 4. Montague brings it over.
Riley up top, over to Dixon. Dixon back to Montague. Montague loses it but gets it back, guarded by Johansson. Into McHouston. McHouston bumps Jackson Brown, spins around, gets it inside, and an ooh.
Great
Wow.
play there.
Tyson Knapp. Sorry,
Colt
Colt.
Vanshire. 3 there, no good, off the front of the rim.
Nobody crashing for the Vikings.
Montague takes it at the logo, looking for his coach for a play call. Swings it to the left on the wing. Brings it up to McHouston. Drives in, step back.
Great defense from
3.
Preston White. McHouston, oh my gosh!
He is an immaculate shooter. That gives the T-Wolves the lead for the first time, I believe, all game. Foul called there on Montague. A huge uproar from the T-Wolves student section.
But-
Who's wearing a ski mask over there?
I don't know. But what did we say at the beginning of this game? We said the Vikings can stop Jackson McHouston.
They win.
This game is over. And from the times that we've seen Jackson McHouston being stopped, it's no-brainer good. Like, no-brainer, it's not close. But when Jackson McHouston is scoring the basketball, it is a close game. Right now, the T-Wolves are even leading, which is something that we didn't expect over here in Pleasant Grove.
Gives it to Kyler, down low to Mossman.
Over
Out
to-
back to Milo.
Milo makes
Good
his move, gets a
crossover.
double over to
Brennan.
Blackett. Jackson Brown for 3.
No
And
good.
it rims in and out.
2 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock.
Brennan wants to take a shot at Jackson McHouston. Seems like the only player scoring for the T-Wolves.
Montague brings it out to the wing, looking for McHouston. Gets it, pops the 3. No
good. They'll call an extremely late foul.
Wow.
Wow.
The shot hit the floor.
Before there was a foul call.
Unless, wow. Yeah, that was called for after a diving attempt, as Vikings will take their second timeout of the game.
Wow. I don't know how you call a foul that late. Can we get is there a possibility we can get a replay on that?
On which one? Sorry.
The foul call, just the most
Yes,
recent play.
I did just play that. Oh, look. Take another look at that.
It was a great play from the T-Wolves, getting Montague open. I guess it was kind of a foul, but it was a very late call. If they were going to call it, they needed to call it way before.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it was the right call, unfortunately, but he called it extremely late. He waited way too long to call that foul. At that point, just don't call a foul. Vikings did call that timeout. Vikings down 1 With a minute and 56 left to go, we've seen the Vikings in situations like this early in this season. See what they do to come back. I think they need Brendan Blackett to be able to hit his shots and get open. T-Wolves playing great defense against Brendan Blackett. But you can't rely on one player here. Jackson Brown got to start hitting his shots. Same with Milo Johansson, Kyler Jens. But their defense is, other than guarding Jackson McHouston, their defense is fantastic. So they can figure out how to lock up Jackson McHouston. They'll be great. As Principal Hanks trying to get our student section loud because nobody's really paying attention right now, which is really unfortunate. Which they do get loud as McHouston misses his first. A rare miss from McHouston.
I believe P. Hanks is just telling them to be nice. They can make some noise.
He makes the second, got one more. It was a three-point shot that he did get fouled on. As Chaz Rose went back into the locker room to get checked out, I believe. Do not see him on the court as Jackson McHouston makes the second to make the lead, a three-point lead. Johansson brings up the ball. Into Blackett, over to Jens. Jens for three.
Good.
Kyler Jens ties the game up at 58. That's what I'm talking about.
That is what the Vikings need. A minute and a half to go in this game. A heated game currently. Leading into to Kyler Jens there. Brennan with the tip and the steal gets it to Milo Johansson.
Johansson will bring up the ball for the Vikings. Intense game here, tied at 58. Mossman with the screen, gets it over to Blackett. Blackett over to Brown. Brown drives in, nowhere to go. Gets it back to Blackett. Blackett finds himself open. Blackett for three. Good! Brendan Blackett!
Vikings lead by 3. Timeout.
Forcing the T-Wolves to call a timeout. The energy in this stadium is electric. I'm telling you, if you haven't pulled up to a game yet, you need to clear your calendar and pull up to a game here in Valhalla. This is elite basketball. And what did I say? If we can get our guys going, if we can get Pleasant Grove guys going, knocking down their shots, they're going up. There's a scoreboard chant going on. The Vikings lead 61-58 here with 58.5 seconds left as Chaz Rose will sit on the bench but does not have his shoe on. Iced ankle.
Does not look happy. He would be a huge playmaker in the game right now. He can really get open in one of those corners. We see that from McHouston too. They really have good options to go there. They can go McHouston, top of the key. He's automatic from basically anywhere here in the fourth quarter. We didn't see it much the rest of the game, especially in the first quarter when he went 1
He was
for
cold in the first
7.
quarter.
Yeah, he needed some time to warm up there.
Flipped his game completely in the fourth quarter though. Not a game that I was expecting here in Valhalla.
Montague will take the inbound out of Miles Ragley.
Montague leading the offense for this T-Wolves team sitting at the Viking center court. They'll get it into McHouston. McHouston working on Brendan Blackett. McHouston goes up. No good. Gets his own rebound and lays it up.
Preston trying to slow it down. 40 seconds remains. Vikings
up
lead 1 with about 6 seconds between the shot clock and game clock.
Trying to get a good shot. Hoping for a 3 to make it a 4-point lead.
Gives it to Brown.
Brown holding it. Smart from Jackson Brown. Jackson Brown goes up for 2 and will make it a 3-point game. Still a 1-possession game as McHouston will bring up the ball for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Fumbles it. Gets stolen
Brown.
by Jackson Brown. Brendan Blackett!
Yeah, baby! Let's
We'll make it a 5-point lead. Welcome to Valhalla.
Vikings take a lead of 5.6 or 5.5 seconds on the clock. Electric.
Wow. If you don't like this, I don't know what you like. This is high school basketball at its finest. I have chills right now watching that. That was an insane run from the Vikings. Great defense on Jackson McHouston. I've been saying it all game. If you can stop Jackson McHouston, you stop this T-Wolves team. There's not many other players on this T-Wolves team who are going to hit shots like Jackson McHouston. You can argue that Chaz Rose can't hit these shots. Yes, he can. We've seen it. He's had 3 or 4 threes in this game. But he's not he's not playing right now. He's injured. If you can stop Jackson McHouston, you stop this T-Wolves team. And we just saw that as Preston White is hyping up the crowd. 6.2 seconds left to go as that Brendan Blackett dunk will make the Vikings lead up to 5, a 2-point game for the Pleasant Grove Vikings. Absolutely incredible performance from the Vikings.
Dixon taking the inbound, looking for Montague.
As the Vikings, 6.2 seconds is plenty of time. They're going to get it down to McHouston. McHouston got to get a quick 3 off.
No
We'll
good.
break it off the front iron. And ladies and gentlemen, the Pleasant Grove Vikings will win this match today here in Valhalla, taking on the T-Wolves.
A huge game from the Vikings, a great win. As we do have a special guest on the mic real quick.
What's up, guys? It's Jackson Hardy. I just want to shout out Kristen Robbins. I hope you get well. Thanks for watching PGSN.
As the Vikings have won their district rival game, a huge matchup for them. We thank everyone for coming out.
Absolutely incredible game as the fans rush the court. Elite energy, revenge from last season. The T-Wolves fans are shook after they had come back and made that 1-point lead, and then it was just all Vikings basketball from there. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank you for tuning in here, Pleasant Grove Sports Network. This is Owen Jorgensen.
And Boston Harding.
Out for the night.